Welcome back to the Norwegian woods once again. I'm your host, Ulf Haukenes-Grey from Ulf Alchemy, and in this video, we will, as always, be talking about my favorite topic, twin flame alchemy, soul-to-soul connections, the good stuff. So, I always start off these videos with tuning in and making sure that the stream of consciousness, my source intelligence, is coming through nice and clean, and also so that you may experience my material from your higher self and your stream of consciousness rather than triggers maybe or unconscious programming or what have you. It's not easy to incarnate here on this crazy planet, especially not now at the age we live in, with the age of Aquarius, and Pluto in Aquarius for us Aquarians, feeling it. But I had Pluto in my first house, so my whole life I've basically been in the underworld. I've been Hades, basically. So yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go. I was trained for this my whole life, so I'm ready for Pluto in Aquarius. I'm ready for rebellion. So let's tune in together, shall we? To that higher self stream of consciousness that we all have. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top for 1, 2, and nice and easy. One for body in through the nose. Hold it at the top. And one for spirit in through the nose. I feel myself just, coming into the present moment and just that in itself, those 3 short breaths or long breaths, but those, that short amount of time, and all of a sudden it's like I'm in a different state, different dimension, different vibration. And being with myself, being with my senses, with the sound surrounding me, with my sight, everything that makes up this moment, the emotions, the energies, just becomes so much more easier and flowing would be the word. So unless of having stagnation, resistance, excitement for making this video and talking to you guys, believe it or not, this is my 10th year of making these videos. And I was an introvert when I started out here. I didn't want to make videos. My higher self kind of pushed me to share my perspectives and share my journey. And so I did, and after a while I started enjoying it, and it was fun, and it was teaching me a lot. And I learned how to be in front of the camera and be authentic, express my thoughts without fear of how people would receive it, and just say my mind, and sharing the nitty-gritty of these soul-to-soul connections, especially when it wasn't pretty, especially when it was colliding with the twin flame narrative, when it was colliding with the belief system, the consensus idea of the twin flame journey, as it were, programmed by the many twin flame teachers. But when my experience no longer fit those frames, and I started coloring outside of the lines, and I went from having 200,000 clicks on my website in 1 year to having 20,000, and so that was, I realized that the authentic and true expression of my journey wasn't necessarily what was wanted. People wanted a certain coloring of this narrative. They wanted to be reassured that this was an eternal love, because it was so powerful to us, to all of us, this experience, and it shaped us, it's changed us, and it made us more connected. It made us more spiritual. Some of us were spiritual before, some of us were not, but even so, it made us more compassionate. It made us more connected. It forced us through a dark night of the soul. It ignited our Kundalini energy. I know some of these yogis out there don't believe it, but it did. And we work with Kundalini energy to this day, many of us, as practitioners and healers of especially the meridian energetics that Mel Brand, the twin flame OG, and Nicole Hibbs created together through the teachings that they received in the astral when they were ignited as graduate beings in a soul-to-soul twin flame connection, or whatever you want to call it. And the Kundalini is an absolute necessity for it to be a soul-to-soul connection of this magnitude. But even though there is a Kundalini energy present within the connection, does not necessarily make it a twin flame, because this energy is now being activated within the many. More so, it is the frequency and the consciousness of the two or more in question. So you're having this soul to soul connection, and it's your consciousness, your your frequency, your soul signature that is of the essence. That is what makes you different. That's what makes you stand out from the crowd. And this is your gift. What once was your curse, probably the reason for a lot of bullying, alienation, um, curiosity. People are curious about you because you had some different energy to you. But nevertheless, you were different. You were different your whole life, and you're not any less different now. It's just now you get to enjoy it. Now you get to stand in your divine blueprint and be different comfortably. To be comfortable in your divine blueprint. To be comfortable in your weirdness. And hi, Lorna. I'm sorry. Sometimes I have a train of thought, so I don't always get to say hello to you guys without losing my thread. So yeah, it's not easy. It never was easy, but it is fully possible to become comfortable and to get to understand your divine blueprint and your purpose here, and to enjoy your purpose here, to stand in your divine blueprint and co-create with another graduate soul, another twin flame. So that's why we're here. We're here to actually enjoy it and to share this different flavor that we hold, to share this consciousness and to embody more of it and hold down the light. Hold down the light, and give that light to other. Because I see with my clients, and I see it, no matter where I go, people, drift towards me, and they can sense that I may be, a few steps further down the road from where they are at now, but on the same path. And so they find comfort and solace in the fact that I have such peace after having lived in such turmoil, such as a Kundalini awakening, a psychosis. Spiritual awakening is not beautiful, and if you know, you know. So, and they can sense that. They sense that peace and calm now, and they're like, whoa, all right, so I'm gonna be okay. And when you're in it, you're just like, oh my God, I can't, what's going on? Am I gonna survive this? And then you meet someone further down the same path, the path of heart, who's enjoying it and manifesting good things in life, and living out their dream and their purpose. And they're like, whoa, okay. So if I just keep walking this path, I will be okay. and I will be taken care of. And then, I am blessed twice in the way that I'm also blessed by, being that light for them where they are. And then to experience them where I once were, in the struggle, in the final dark nights of their dark night of the soul, coming into their light, coming into their own. And I'm like looking back at this path and seeing all that it took for me to get to where I am now, all that it took for me to embody more of my divine blueprint, all the courage, all the blood, sweat, and tears. And there's still so much work to be done. There's still so much work. Because life is just a never-ending process of alchemy, isn't it? So, on we march. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labors in between each level up, in between the stages. Cause if you read the alchemy, stages in the work in the process of spiritual alchemy, once you've entered radiance, illumination, and then harmony, and you've completed that alchemical process, boom, you're right back in the fire again. like a phoenix, just never ending fire, burning to ashes and then rising from the ashes. You get to enjoy your colors for a little while, you get to fly high, and then you're on fire again. And plummeting down into the earth, into the darkness, crashing, burned to ashes. And then from the ashes, a new you rising each time. So, we never finish off. we just keep doing it. We just keep doing it, burning and burning, burning. So you can get used to the pain, get used to the fire, get used to, but each time you'll come out a new version of you. A purified, further crystallized version of yourself, So, crystals are our friends. So, yeah. This one was part of traveled all the way from Himalaya. It was part of a big one, just split off one day. So I keep it apart from the big one. It's like a satellite of the stationary one. Yeah. And the usual Lemuria crystal. The other one is a twin citrine. I don't like it. Too simple. because the spiritual path messes with our teeth, that's for sure. Um, yeah. So the process never ends, really. It will never, never, ever be a finished, polished product of spiritual, you know, never just goes in and out, up and down, around. So, what stage are you in now? What stage are you in your process? What stage do you find yourself in, Lorna, in your personal alchemy journey? Not necessarily the whole twin flame shebang, and we're leaving out the surrender part. It's more about coagulation than surrender, because a warrior never surrenders. You know. Yeah, I find myself in between these leveling up stages that I've been creating for myself this year with my Qigong teacher study. I'm now studying to become Gestalt coach and therapist, on top of the somatic plant medicine integration that I did a few years ago. I'm like seeing how there's very much room for holistic type of psychotherapist with some very colorful experience. Enjoying it is the best part, really, Lorna. Yeah. Yeah, I find myself enjoying it. And recently I realized, I feel a little bit like I was back in the calcination, back on fire there. It was uncomfortable for a little bit, very intense, very stressful, a lot of pressure, a lot of squeezing. And I just felt like higher self was squeezing me harder and harder and harder and harder. Get that diamond heart. And I was in between heaven and hell again. Deep soul loss, grieving. But having all the tools these times around made the dark a little less dark and shorter span than what was needed in the first dark nights. So, of course, with grief comes anger, having to transmute a lot of that, a lot of anger. Now coming back into more peace and profundity, like things making sense, things falling back into place, and the flow. Not so many walls. So yeah, definitely beyond the separation of the fragments of myself, and through the coagulation, now coming back to experiencing bouts of radiance and illumination again. And I feel like these it begins on the outside of the spiral with these huge cycles. It seems like it's never ending, no matter what stage you're in. Oh, it goes on forever. Right? And then you get closer inside the spiral and it gets faster and faster, and the stages quite don't last that long. And I'm wondering, as we spiral in, how how quickly these stages will pass, how quickly each part of the process will, until we're like, bzzz, maybe be like a week in calcination, a week in separation, a week in coagulation, and then, or just like right at the core, right at the center, just oh yeah. And a lot of us, resonate with the Pleiades and the Seven Sisters, the sacred spiral. So, it was the first symbol that man jotted down. Like, probably deep in process, how am I going to explain this to the tribe? Like, ain't no cross around here, man. It's a spiral, and I'm spiraling, man. uh, yeah. Well, at least we're all spiraling together, you know. So yeah, I didn't really know what I was going to talk about today, but once again, it just comes as it's supposed to, and I can always trust that once I connect with my stream of consciousness, there's something coming through, and something that'll probably make sense and be worthwhile to you watching this, especially for those of you that are on this path, the sacred union path, within and without, and more so sacred union with another human. It's our sacred union with self, with our soul, with the mystical, with the divine that is our beloved, our true beloved. We are our own twin flame as well. And in that lies so much peace. I will be okay. I am my own twin flame. I will be okay. No matter who comes, no matter who is the outer reflection, outer representation of that multidimensional consciousness that I am twin flame. I am my own twin flame. And I, me, we will, will be in this process for as long as we're here. And it's not to be escaped. It's not to be escaped. It's our divine blueprint. And we are enjoying it now. So I love hearing that, Lorna. I absolutely love hearing that. When we get to that place of enjoying it, it doesn't matter who comes and goes. It doesn't matter what happens. Because you're good. It's good. It's good to be there. And yeah, life's an adventure. Don't take anything for granted. Hone your talents, gifts, and traits. Share them. Share your consciousness. Share your heart. Share your compassion. Your diamond heart. Your emerald heart. Whatever you want to call the, the purified heart. keep purifying and purifying and purifying, because life will hand us things to heal. Life will hand us things to um, purify. And I don't think anyone's perfect. None of these gurus or teachers that, pretend to be are. And I know a lot of them firsthand personally, and they all have skeletons in their closets. They're all human beings, and it's perfectly okay. I don't think we should try to put people up on a pedestal, make people holy. I think this human ride, holy smokes, is holy enough as it is. All of it, all the polarities, all the dark and light. It's just holy, wholeness, you know. Ah, well, I had a lot of fun as usual making these, and this is my 10th year doing this, and I'm not going to be stopping anytime soon. It's just been, a wild ride over here, and newborn, and we've been um, having a rebalancing act with two boys in the house now, and me going to school and all kinds of things. Things are shifting fast. Everything we set out to manifest last year manifested for us this year, and so just gonna keep doing it. Just gonna keep creating, see what we can do. I want to become a philanthropist. I strongly want vast funds of money that I can use to benefit those who are like us, those who are on this path with pure intentions, pure heart, pure vision, and wanting to make a difference on this planet, and who have lots of compassion, lots of gifts, and to create some kind of foundation, or yeah, I just want to make a difference on a much bigger scale, and especially when it comes to mental health and the spiritual awakening mistaken for a psychosis, when in all actuality they're just, walking through true insanity to get to true sanity. And that's all it is, a shamanic awakening. And if we only can get that information more out there, and get people to feel peace, to feel calm, to feel peace, to feel trust and faith rather than fear and doubt. And yeah, we can change the world with just that simple information. So stay tuned, man. I'm just gonna take all of this spirituality into the field of psychotherapy and see what I can do as I study to become a psychotherapist. Um, Wish me luck, and look out. I'm I'm going to open some doors, more doors, so that more of us can walk through and come home to peace. That's my mission statement. Open doors so more of us can come home to peace. Yeah. Thank you for supporting me all these years. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's been 10 years. 10 years of me doing these rants on social media and experiencing success and connection and adventure and things that I had never thought that I would experience. And it's all thanks to you, my soul family. Thank you for praying with me. Thank you for dreaming with me. Thank you for healing with me. Thank you for using my services, for commenting on my videos, for connecting with me in any shape or form. We are family. We are of one tribe. And yeah, it's that tribe. It's that tribe. The Hopi Prophecy tribe. You know that tribe. Um, Tribe of many colors. That's us. So thank you. I really, really appreciate you for allowing me to play with my blueprint and come home. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Bless you. Now, where do I shut this off? Let's see. Have a good one.